It felt selfish. I'm sitting there with a mother that I have no idea is going to have a broken hip and has to go to the hospital because she's not going to miss the wedding for anything. And we have no bride for 2 hours. It took all the joy out of it for me, all of it.
Listen, if I've got a loved one who ends up getting hurt on the same day that I'm getting married, but they tell me that, listen, I'm going to make it to that wedding regardless, and this and that wedding is not being covered because of me. Obviously, that wasn't necessarily the context of what happened between him and his mother, but that was pretty much what happened because she still turned up. And sadly, he was only 2 hours for his bride to turn up. And the maddest thing about it is that his bride was notified about his mother's injuries. May not be notified about the mother still going to the wedding, but was notified about the mother's injuries. To be honest with you, if you take away the instance that happened to his mother, sadly so, take that out of the picture. Should she have been late to her own wedding regardless? And to make it worse, Alliya didn't put down a single penny for this wedding. Now, of course, that's something that may or may not matter to some people, but she's put down no money towards the wedding. She never provides any kind of financial support within the marriage or within the relationship, which is fine because that is their choice. But just because somebody is giving you everything and is being kind to you, it doesn't mean that you take their kindness as weakness. It does not mean that you take advantage of that. Especially on the day when you now know that that person's mother is hurt. Whether you know if that mother's going to attend the wedding or not doesn't actually matter because, well, you should know that he's going to want to go see his mom as soon as possible, as soon as the wedding is done. Not the ideal situation, but this is something that you would imagine you would know because of how close he is with his mom. So do I blame him for sitting there and saying that pretty much ended up being one of the worst weddings he's ever been to, let alone the fact that he was actually the one getting married? I don't blame him in one shape or form.
The fact that my mom was hurt and injured and why she wasn't more concerned about that than anything else seems to be bothering me as much as...
Trust me when I tell you, that would be bothering me even more. The fact that you didn't even care about my loved one being hurt. Or that at least that's the energy that you gave away because of the way you behaved. I'd be feeling exactly how he's feeling.
The lateness.
I didn't know that your mom was there. No one told me that.
Like I said before, it doesn't matter. But realistically, the first response shouldn't be, oh, I didn't know your mother was there. The first response should have been, listen, I apologize. You know, I was 2 hours late. And really and truly, I should never have been 2 hours late in the first place anyway. But I was, and that's on me. And therefore, not only did I ruin the wedding for you, but I also ruined it potentially for the people that came, because a lot of people came out, obviously took time out of their day. They could have been out there doing something else. But instead of doing that, they were here for us. And what did I go and do? I went and disrespected us by behaving the way I did. That level of accountability is what should be coming out of her mouth. But no, we ain't getting that level of accountability. All we're getting is a bunch of yappity, yap.
Even if I was getting ready for my special day, I was worried about you and about your mom and thinking about everything.
Right.
Where was that displayed?
But I have a cell phone. You didn't call my cell phone to go, what's going on?
Saw that you were not appreciating the day because of everything that was happening.
How is he meant to appreciate the wedding day if you've rolled in 2 hours late and didn't even actually try and justify, didn't even try and apologize, didn't even try and just beg forgiveness? You did nothing. You just stood there and was like, well, I'm here now. And you just expect him to just roll over. Now, I don't know if Alliya comes from a place when Alliya used to be Douglas, where Douglas got everything that he wanted at that time. I don't know. But you're not there anymore. You've now changed your identity to Alliya, and you're now in a different country, and you're now with a man that has a certain level of standards, shall I say. But the fact is, though, the wedding isn't even just about him. It's the fact that there's a bunch of people that also took time out of their day. But let's be real, though. Would it have made a difference if she knew that his mother was there, injured, weighing around? Would it really have made a difference? No. She still would have been late, because Alliya started getting ready late. Didn't even start getting ready early. Like, come on now.
And that was disappointing, I think. It's the only thing that I can say now, that I'm sorry.
If I do all those things for people and they hurt me or take advantage, the only thing I know to do is to remove myself from them.
That's exactly me right there. If you take my kindness for weakness, my friend, don't worry, you've exposed who you really are and how you value me. So therefore, it was good knowing you, but I'm about to bounce, and maybe I'll see you around somewhere. I don't know. I'll be calling and say what's going on, but in terms of me making efforts with you anymore, yeah, that's gone out the window. Point blank, period. And that apology was so late and so lame.
Maybe I need to push you away in order to save myself.
Yeah, I get that. That's the part when a man, or even anyone, to be fair, gets to the point where they now start to think about their own mental capacity at this moment in time. How much is this person's behavior affecting their mental health? Their, their state, their current mental state of being, or whatever it could be. So, don't blame him in any shape or form for feeling the way he's feeling. 1000%. There is nothing that Alliya has done here that I can sit and say to you guys, you know what? Maybe he's being a bit dramatic. Maybe none of that is happening. All of it is a calamity. All of it is a shit show. Man, I would have canceled that wedding ASAP. Trust me when I tell you, my emotions would have to be very strong for me to not want to walk away, because trust me, my level of patience with people wasting my time isn't good. Far from it. Hell, today I was meant to get, let me not make the video about me, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into the next one. But of course, if you're still here, it clearly means you're enjoying the content so far. So you know what you gotta do, you gotta hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into the next one.
It's not. She's crazy.
I heard you say 2 words too. What do you mean I'm crazy? Before we started the trip, because Ani had to take so long from work, she asked me for help with rent. She said she was stressed out, all these things. The entire trip, but the wire wasn't going through in Mexico. So I didn't think much of it. I was like, when I get home, I'll go to my bank and try to figure this out.
When the money becomes a part of the conversation. The money part. This is when, oh boy, really and truly, this money part was the part I thought maybe Brenda was gonna expose herself, but really and truly, all Amani did was make things a whole lot worse for herself. And there was one comment that she makes, I was like, what? How are you saying this about Brenda when that's literally you?
Think that I cut her off because she decided that she wants to marry Matt.
Oh my boss, baby.
I never acted like I'm your
crazy
boss.
lady. Crazy lady. Tell them
She's not lying about her being a crazy person, man. Not lying at all. Crazy lady.
my transfer for my rent because she don't like my decision.
Is that you're used to controlling people. You're used to manipulating this man in the club. I don't get
Before we even get into that whole rant, malarkey, nonsense, childish behavior, what the hell were you talking about nonsense? Here's the thing. The matter of fact is, obviously, we've now got a situation with the money. Let's talk about this part. What do we think, folks? Let me know what you're thinking right now. Do you think that she did decide to not send the money purely because of the fact that Brenda did not propose to her? Or do you think that wasn't necessarily the case? Do you think that, yes, she was trying to do it, but for some reason there was some sort of transfer block while she was in Mexico for whatever reasons? Let me know, because at the end of the day, for me personally, like, being European based, I mean, minus Brexit, but anyway, I can tell you this now, whenever I've been abroad, if I've tried to transfer money from one account to another account, like within my own thing, it's worked completely fine. I mean, do you know what I'm saying? So, but then again, though, I've always only transferred money from my account to my travel account. You see what I'm saying? Because obviously, when I travel, I got to use another bank card to make sure that I don't get charges for traveling for my actual bank, But that always goes through easy 123. I do that via, any one of the fast pays. So that's never really been an issue. But then again, if it's a larger transfer, would it be an issue? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know why it would be personally, because there's times I've had to make big transfers abroad. I mean, hell, there's even been times I've actually received money from another country, actually the States is something particular, to be fair. Big sum, you know what I mean, okay, for a favor and whatnot. So to be fair though, I don't know if I believe this whole thing, unless there's some sort of restriction between Mexico and the States, and something has happened. Maybe a bank thought that she was about to do some sort of fraudulent scam because he was going to Mexico, because of how maybe Mexico is viewed. I don't know. This is why I need you folks to kind of let me in here. What are you thinking? Do you think that she's telling the truth, that she just couldn't do it when she was in Mexico? Or do you think that she's talking a whole bunch of waffle and she just wanted to not give her money because she wanted control, like Brenda is saying that she wanted? That is the killer question, isn't it? Because you can look at it on the other side, the flip side as well, the fact that Brenda isn't getting the money, all of a sudden she's now looking to bail ASAP. So does that mean that she was only really here just for the money? You know, and that's why she's looking just to bounce quick, or does she generally feel disrespected because she's been dealing with somebody that is unhinged as F? Let's make it spicy. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments.
Honey, I'm doing leaving my children for this bull telling me that I'm controlling you. Like, you're used to controlling men left and right at your job with your little dances. I don't get controlled. I see through your bull.
I don't get controlled. I see through you. Oh my goodness gracious me. You're used to controlling men at your job. Oh boy. I mean, listen, whether she's used to controlling men at a job or not, it doesn't change the fact that you're used to controlling as well. You're literally the same person. So how are you being a hypocrite right here? You're just upset that you can't control her. Come on now, calm yourself down. But calming yourself down is something that she cannot do.
Some self-respect. You have zero self-respect. At least I have some self-respect. When I was poor, I never did for money.
Ooh, she's gone there again. I mean, in this whole segment here, she went there multiple times, literally degrading her based on what she does for money. Earlier in the season, she also said that you can't turn a hole into a house. Like, oh my goodness. So the fact is this, how are you here talking about how you're upset that somebody who you clearly don't respect their line of work, she was upset with their line of work, oh yeah, okay, to the point. Wait, hold on. Okay. So you're telling me she's upset that Brenda did not want to marry her, even though she doesn't respect what Brenda does for money. Hold on a minute. So you're telling me that you want to divorce your husband so one of you two can marry somebody that you don't respect where they come from. You don't respect what they felt they need to do to be where they are. Wait, hold on a minute. This is funky business here. Why the hell? Oh, so hold on. So you're telling me that you left your kids in the States to go spend time with a woman that you don't even respect? I can do more. Hold on. But let you guys have your say in the comments. Come on now. I can't be having all the glory here. Let me know your thoughts on her doing she kind of degrade Brenda in this situation as if she's a saint. Gotta know.
I don't work for you. That's what's going on. You don't like to be told no.
All right, I'm not going to be able to stop this.
It's you that doesn't like to be told no. We can clearly see that. And you know, Matt was trying to calm her down, but the fact that Matt couldn't even bring her down to behave, oh, that tells me a lot about their relationship. It tells me that Matt does not have a voice at all. I feel sorry for him, but I don't, because he's been married to this woman for a very long time, and it is what it is. But then again, it was reported a few months back that apparently their relationship is not as what it seems. Apparently, these two do have a very toxic relationship where they are always screaming and shouting at each other all the time, apparently. So, which, to be fair, makes sense based on the way she behaves, unless Matt is a complete simp and, you know, bows down to her and all that kind of mumbo-jumbo type BS.
You're thinking, oh, I am the queen. No, with me, no.
You act like that when I'm paying. I'm controlling because it's not going.
You are crazy.
Bringing in the money conversation again. If you feel like this woman is here for the money, then why are you here?
You're crazy. Bipolar bitch.
Feel angry.
Ah, the bipolar comment. How is she out there calling Brenda bipolar when she's the one that been switching from 0 to 100 real quick?
Because if I go to the USA, I can work for a long time. Maybe if I were married with him, she control him and she control me.
Well, I mean, that's what you've been saying this whole season, to be honest with you. So I don't know why you're still saying as if it's a surprise. It's clear we've got two women who love power. It's not going to work. Most certainly love power over their men as well. It's not going to work.
Wants to be part of your life. Not me. I'm the problem.
I'm the problem. Oh well. It's not like you're going to change your ways anyway, so you might as well stay being the problem. Children.
Go separate ways. I got my wife crying. I got Ani not communicating with her. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry if
I know what you can do. Run. Call off the whole thing. Leave your wife, leave them both, and go find a new life elsewhere. Just run. Let it be, because goddamn.
upset she was at something wrong. I'm sorry I'm not the person you want. Look at me when I talk to you.
No, not today.
I love that. Nope, not today. Cannot look at you. The way you have treated me has been absolutely terrible. I have no idea where the accent was. Damn, I am the worst with impersonation. Oh gosh, damn, just cancel me for that terrible accent. Oh my god. Anyway, like I was saying, let me continue.
With you. I just told you thank you for everything.
Relax. Thank you for you too. But I don't like many things about you.
Ooh, boy, man, I do love the way she's just like, listen, I'm gonna let you know. But you know what's crazy though? After this here, instead of losing her cool, she was like, you know what? Let me just leave this. Let me just leave this real quick right now. Literally after Addie dropped that line, and was like, okay, have a safe flight. Half hug, let me run away, because she knew she was about to pop off again, which would have definitely never been a good look.
Say more relax with me. I don't want fight.
I'm not trying to fight with you. Have a safe flight.
Ella necesita ir a un psicólogo primero.
Episode flight. There she goes. She needs to go to a psychologist first. Somebody tell me, where is the lie here? Where is the lie? Wait. There isn't one. She definitely needs to go see a psychologist or someone. Ooh-wee.
I'm so confused. I try so hard that it's never enough, and I don't know what I could have done different.
You're confused and you don't know what you could have done different. Okay. You could have just stayed silent the whole time. The whole time, not said a single word. Listen, some people may not like what I'm about to say, but you know how some men say that I like my woman best when they just don't speak. You know, women are just quiet. It's something along those lines. It's a phrase like that. Amani is living proof of that. If the woman just didn't speak, you know what, she'd be hella attractive. But because she speaks, and when she speaks, it's just vulgar. Ugh. It's such a turn off, man. Honestly, I don't know how Matt be getting erected, to be honest with you, because boy, the moment that woman would start talking to me, boy, it's a long day. I don't want to know anymore. I'm getting a duct tape. I'm getting one of those gag balls. I'm getting Gorilla Glue. I'm getting every single thing possible just to zip that mouth up. Boom. Shh. Boom. Just be quiet. Just don't speak. Just be silent. But this is why some men say these things. That's why some men say women are better off when they're quiet. This is why some men say, if I can just zip you up, blah, 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 which I know can be offensive to certain people, blah, 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 blah. But listen, Amani's that example right here, folks. You know, along with Jasmine, you know what I mean? Like, they can do all they want to do to themselves. Sophie's another one. Oh my goodness gracious. That's why, for me personally, I've never really sat and ever been like, you know what, I find these women attractive, or you know what, I just can't, because boy, the level of toxic energy that comes out is ridiculous. Boom. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I would have to have my air defenders on. You know what I'm saying? But then again, though, at the same time, if I'm being realistic here, I mean, I'm being realistic, but what I'm saying, that is a thing, you know. But if I'm being realistic based on my own personality, I know that I wouldn't tolerate somebody speaking to me the way that they go about things. So I know for a fact I'd be putting my foot down from the very get-go to let them understand that, listen, we're going to have a respectful relationship. Whether it's the relationship of actually being together or a relationship of just knowing each other, either way, it's going to be respectful. You know what I mean? Putting that foot down straight away. And to be honest, women like that, they do like that, to be fair. They do generally want a man who's going to put his foot down, not one that they can walk all over. Do you know what I'm saying? So to be honest, because I put my foot down, to be honest, I actually wouldn't have an issue with this situation. So I guess the attraction would be there if I was involved. Do you see what I'm saying? I'd get the respect that I deserve, and I'd also give the respect back that they deserve. Do you see what I'm saying? Because this right here, not healthy. No. If I was walking past and I saw them, I'd be like, oh damn, very attractive women. But then if I started hearing them going crazy, I'd be like, oh, never mind. You know what I'm saying? But but I'm waffling now. More of the situation is, men, learn to set boundaries and learn to make sure that you're having a respectful relationship with your women. Point blank, period. Anyway, with that being said, if you're still here after all this time, then clearly you like the content, you like the gibberish that I have to say. So please do leave the video by liking it and subscribing and commenting down below. Peace.